tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense.
King Harold, King's Roulette, King's Club. We've been showing you some live sessions using Eric A's algorithm with live money in the casino with specific incremental bets up and down. And we have been very successful, and we continue to refine, because the heart and soul of every play is the bet. And the bet is a resolution of the algorithm used, well thought out, well vetted, well checked. That's the ignition, that's the igniter. The fuel is the buy-in. The buy-in is 5% of your bankroll. That's what the buy-in is. You can't go bankrupt, it's impossible. You can only lose your buy-in. You can't go bankrupt because you don't go with your whole bankroll. Today, I'm going into a response on the Euro wheel of Eric A's algorithm. I'm going to provide it to you right now. I'm in the lab. This is where the angel and I work out things all the time. And I'm going to provide to you the algorithm for the Euro wheel. This is not random. This is the one algorithm that the kingdom uses that is not random. This is a probable outcome. And as with all probable outcomes, it will hit. All probables will hit eventually. The difference between this probable and the other probables is this probable is more probable than the others. The most I have seen this particular algorithm miss is 4 consecutive spins. The most I have ever seen this algorithm hit is 7 consecutive spins. It doesn't mean it can't lose 5 or even 6. It means the most I've ever seen was 4. It doesn't mean it can't hit 8 consecutive wins. It's just the most I've ever seen to date is 7. But we continue to test because that's what we do down here in the lab. This is the bottom basement of the palace. I designed this room myself. These walls are painted as in a cave-like place with what's called bagging. This is a bagging finish that I designed when I built the palace in 2005. This is a soundproof area that I do music recording in here and other things, but this is a serious room where the angel and the king come together. I am going to encourage you on this Euro wheel play, which is much stronger opportunity than the American wheel. By virtue of the location of the numbers, by virtue of the single zero. The American wheel, you have to play an extra 0 at the full amount to get the 35 to 1. The Euro wheel does not have such a liability. The Euro wheel, the single 0 yields the 35 to 1 payout, which gives you an extra split that you can play. On the American wheel, I can play splits plus 0 plus double 0 for a total of 10 betting opportunities. On the Euro wheel, I can play the single 0 plus 9 splits. That makes it very, very much stronger position, adding the split. I'm not going to talk about adding single numbers, but I am experimenting with that. I'm experimenting with that with the angel on adding a couple of single numbers to the Eric's algorithm that he provided for us. And we will see how that works out as well. We're looking for ways of strengthening it, but it is a probable. This is a probable, which means you can do certain things with this. You have plenty of time. You can wait for 2 losses and then begin your bets. If you get 2 consecutive losses, the most I've seen is 4, it means that in the next 1, 2, or 3 spins, you're going to win. And so if you incrementally use your bet properly, you're going to be successful. I encourage you to look at varying ways of incremental betting. But I would settle on beginning, choose your units, whether they be 5 or 10, choose your units, and begin your session at 4 units. On a win, go down 1. On a loss, go up 2. This way, if you do incur a couple of losses, you will go up the scale to where 2 or 3 wins will give you your 15%. If you start at 40 units and you lose, and you go to 50 and you lose, and you go to 60 and you lose, and you go to 70 and you win, and you go to 65 and you win, and you go to 60 and you win, you're ahead 15%. Don't worry about going up the ladder, because when the wins appear in a string, and they will, you're going to have your 15%. I'm looking for more comments from the Euro group on what I'm going to show you. I'm looking for comments from the American Wheel group, because there are places that we can play a Euro wheel. Eric's algorithm is even much more so, probably 15% stronger on the European wheel. I just played it this morning, and well, it was a landslide. It's enough to make me want to move back to Paris. Excepting I think they charge you like 100 euros just to go in the casino. You want to talk about rigged? It's kind of like the Euro group, they fleece the rich. The US group, they fleece the poor. So it's kind of an inversion of its own if you look at how it goes, particularly in places where they charge you a lot to get into the casino. Maybe if they charge you a lot to get into the casino, maybe they won't bar you as quickly as they do in the US. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to stay active at this. Okay, so let's make a reveal of this. This is not going to be a surprise. If you looked at the Euro wheel, you could come up with it yourself. But I'm going to make the reveal here. Here are your numbers on the Euro wheel. 0, 6 on top of the 9. So the splits go differently, just like they do on the American wheel. 0, 6 over the 9, 14 slash the 15, 16 over the 19, 17 slash 18, 22 over the 25, 23 over the 26, 31 over the 34, 32 beside the 33, and 35 beside the 36. There are your numbers on the handmade card from the King in the King and Angel's lab in the palace. There's no secrets between our group. We're going to go forward with the keys to the kingdom. We're going to continue to improve this algorithm. We're going to continue to improve the betting increments. We're going to continue to push this one algorithm that is probable. It's the only one we have. And it's because if you go too random on this, you're flying in the face of what has been set out. On a random bets, obviously you can win consecutives for a long time. You cannot win consecutives for a long time on a probable, but you can win it for enough, and you can have an expectation of the numbers being hit, particularly since these are spread so strategically around the wheel. I'm speaking particularly right now today to a few people in particular, Brenda in Belgium and Vicky in Australia. But I'm speaking to all of the greater international community, but to you two in particular that I have spoken with on occasion before. Work this algorithm. Report back your results. This is the way that you can go forward. The key to it is, this is the algorithm, meaning those are your numbers. The incremental bets, whether you start at 2 units, go down 1, go up 1, 2 units, go up 2, go down 1. Always go down 1. It doesn't matter how many you go up on your losses, because you're going to win. And so you want to maximize your victory. I'm looking to hear comments from the international community in particular about this Euro wheel. If you have advisements, if you have something that sharpens it, say so. In the American audience, if you have something that sharpens it, like from Eric A., like from Raymond Green, like from Val, like from all of those that I rely on, Kentucky White, all of you that I rely on, you will find that I found myself to be successful in business by not worrying about who gets the credit, only worry about the success. I don't have to be the only genius in the room. We have a lot of geniuses here. Who gets the credit doesn't matter. Who gets the wins do. And as you've seen in the last few full court presses of videos that the Angel and I have been putting out, you can see who's been winning. We're doing this for a purpose. We're leading up to release of Keys to the Kingdom, which is in itself another strong opportunity for everybody. This is one. To have Court Trap is one. We're going to continue on, but we are going to groom our kingdom into a different way. We're about to do some modifications because this is what we need to do. But to all of our key people out there and our greater audience that I'm hearing from more and more, all the naysayers are falling along the side now. Not so many nasty remarks anymore. You can't argue with success. And that's what we're about. As a kingdom, we're about success. I began this whole thing with the notion of, I'm going to build a group of people that are going to stop losing and they're going to start winning in what is arguably the largest edge the casino has. We're going to make a point about this. We're going to beat you at your best game. And for everybody who wants to join with us, you're welcome. We have a big tent. And I got a big palace here if you want to come here and stay. It was just wonderful having Val, and we have many others that are going to be coming. What you're going to find out is you're going to find out I'm exactly who you thought I was. And the Angel is exactly who you thought he is. This is who we are. And we're in this with you. We take some setbacks together. We take our victories together. One more look. I want to hear responses. I want to hear ways that we can make this better too. And we'll test them all out here because we're here for you. For the Angel, I'm the King. Here in the lab, I bid you adieu.